at the end of the movie, there's bloopers, and
Uh,
they got the blooper of the only time I cracked, and I was trying to
True.
do a line to Jujubee, and I was like the end of the day, and Jujubee is just hysterical in this movie.
yeah.
Oh, the girls are doing a bit.
And we're like, yeah, of course.
What was it like having your Mean Girls moment with Stop That Train?
Oh, it was so much fun. I mean, we've been saying all day, like, playing the villain is just more fun.
So much more fun.
It's more fun to be evil. It really,
Yeah.
really is. And we just had the time of our lives doing this. The script that Connor and Christina made or wrote was so just smart and witty and incredible. And Adam was so thoughtful and direct with his direction of what he wanted, but also gave us room to play a little bit if we wanted to. So it was just so much fun and something so different for all of us, I think, that we got to do. So it was a 10 out of 10 experience, and I will play the bitch whenever I'm asked to.
Outside of the awesome script, you also had some great musical numbers. What was your favorite part about bringing those performances to life?
I think just like us rehearsing them and like us kind of having to be on the same page. I just think us being together doing it. These two are dancers, and so they kind of picked it up fast. But I was the one that was like, she need a little more help. Auntie need a little more help, and a little more time to catch up with things. And so I just think them being beside me and helping me through it, and it was a bonding experience for sure because we shot it so fast. We had 1 day to learn choreography, 1 day to record the vocals, and then we spent 2 days total filming the dance numbers. So it's just we leaned on each other, and they were really there for me and had my back. Miss Marcia, she got us together, honey. She kept us on track and was dance captain. So with Jamal, of course, who choreographed it, and he was also very patient with us and would help. He would change the choreography where need be. So it was just a really just fun bonding experience for me, and a challenge.
Like Symone said, when we're doing something so quickly, we have to get at least one shot of all three of us doing it right.
At least one. And we did.
It's best to just be like, I was supposed to be on a 4, but it's fine. I mean, I come from a theater world where there's no time and no money, so I was very accustomed to this kind of fast-paced kind of thing. So just offering a helping hand whenever I could.
The helpingest of hands.
I love it.
The gentlest of nudges.
Ginger Minj, this film really puts drag queens front and center in leading all the chaos. What did that representation mean for you while making this movie?
So much. I mean, I remember when I was like 9 or 10 years old, I went to the movie theater to see the Brady Bunch movie with my mother, and we sat there and we saw RuPaul on screen, and we looked at each other and we laughed, and it was this shared moment where we didn't have to acknowledge that it was a drag performer. But we just had that moment, and it made me go, oh, so I can still be me, but grow up and still do movies and do really cool things. So to grow up and do this movie and hopefully be that representation for the next generation, going with their parents to go see the movies and be like, oh, so I am okay the way I am and I can still grow up to do amazing things. It was really special. And it's something I'll never take for granted.
Jujubee, something else that I thought was really special was the comic pairing of you and Ginger Minj. What was the funniest part of building that buddy comedy chemistry together on set?
Well, we always had this chemistry, and we found it out very quickly when we started doing theater shows together. And we trust each other. And that's the thing. You have to trust your scene partners. And we're funny people outside of the acting together, but together it is crazy. It is wild. I think our brains need to be studied. And chemistry can't be, you can't buy it. It just has to happen. And the two of us have it together, so we know how to work off of each other. And we're one of those people that when we get a joke, we try to figure out if there's a way to punch it up. We're gonna try, and then we might not tell Adam. We might just say, hey, can you just leave the cameras rolling? Don't call cut yet. Can we try something? And sometimes it worked. And it stayed in the movie.
And every time we would say that, he'd go, Oh, the girls are doing a bit.
And we're like, yeah, of course.
This is the first movie of its kind where it's a drag queen led film. So I think we all kind of realized how important that was. And then when I signed on to this project and I got cast, I didn't realize it was going to be going to theaters. I thought this was like, oh, like a fun movie. We're going to go to screening, great. And then I heard it was going to be in theaters, and I was like, oh my God, this is huge. And it was so cool to be part of that. And I think the word, again, we've been saying this all day, and all press tour is pride.
Mhm.
I think all feel really proud of ourselves and proud of this movie and proud of everyone who worked on it.
We're leading this film, and it's not a trauma tragedy. It's us having fun in front of the film and making a joyous film. And I think this is our way of protesting. It's going in theaters, and then after that, it'll be open to the world to experience as well. So I think us being as loud and as joyous and having as much fun as we can in these times that we're living in is the best thing we can do, because it shows that you're not getting us. You're not dimming our lights. You're not taking it down. You know, we're going to be louder and we're going to have more fun, actually. And so for it to come out at this time, in Pride Month, where we are as a country and a society, I think it's one of the greatest things we could have done, honestly. Us as drag queens being in the light, being on the silver screen, us being just as visible as possible. I think that it's the best thing that we can do. One of the better things that we can do, especially as drag queens, as people who do this art form, this specific art form.
Marcia, how did Stop That Train push you creatively and artistically into places that you hadn't explored before?
Oh, yeah. So I've done a decent amount of acting in my career, but I've never really done it in drag. And that was like another layer on top of the character, on top of the lines, that was kind of interesting to navigate. Because, you do it on Drag Race here and there, but, it's a scene. It's not a 19-day film shoot.
Mm.
So it was finding the balance of like Marty and Marcia and melding them together to equal Allie somehow.
What was it like behind scenes? What was a moment from set that completely had you losing it between takes?
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. Well, at the end of the movie, there's bloopers, and they got the blooper of the only time I cracked, and I was trying to take a line to Jujubee, and I was like the end of the day, and Jujubee is just hysterical in this movie.
Yeah.
She was standing there off camera, and I was acting to her, and she was just making these faces, and I could not keep it together. So that was my moment of like just face crack.
Yeah,
I think hard too for all of us. Yeah,
for sure. And I just think I don't know. We all just got along so very well and did everything so fast, and so we kind of like just bonded. But Jujubee was the one that would make us crack, or she would come in the mornings, and because I'm notoriously not a morning person, and so I'm on Red Bulls right now. Seeing her every day, she would come and be like, "Y'all, we're in a movie. We're making a film. We could be in a cubicle or something." She would just say something and just make it so much more fun and so much light and levity. And so I love Jujubee, and thank God she was on this film with us. She was really great and fun to work with.
What does it mean to you to debut this wild ride at a festival that celebrates queer storytelling?
It was so cool. It was so cool. And I know the organizer said, wow, the energy in this room is not like it's ever been. So that made me feel really, really proud. I was really excited to be there with a Canadian audience. You Canadians are very polite people. You apologize for everything. The fire alarm went off in the hotel and they all apologized for it. And I was like, well, you didn't do it. But maybe they did to sabotage. Maybe it was you, Ginger, to sabotage my making time. Maybe it was. But they had a great time, and there was a lot of great feedback. And I will say, the attention was not really on the Jujubee. The attention was all on Adam. Everybody loves Adam. Do you not remember everybody stopping you, Adam, saying, oh my gosh, I love you so much. You're my idol.
I mean, 3 movies in a row there. And everybody, in Toronto, unbeknownst to me, until this last trip, was very proud of Hairspray being made there. I didn't.
They love you. They love you. But they took me down the street. Everything is there to love.
You've directed everything from giant movie musicals to emotional dramas. What was it about Stop That Train and the idea of drag queens in full-on slapstick comedy that made you say, we gotta get this done?
It was the script. The script was just too funny. Like I think I would have made this movie without drag queens. No, don't say that.
I'm glad you didn't.
Right. No, I think that just the humor dropped so in the pocket of my sense of humor, and how much I think we need to be embracing laughing right now and taking the piss out of ourselves. And also, there's something quite beautiful about it, because the movie doesn't really punch down at anyone. Like, we don't go after any ethnic groups. We don't go after anybody's religion. We don't go after, we barely go, I don't think there's like basically like 2 queer jokes in the movie. So it's
Us.
in general, you are my 2 queer jokes. And, I'm glad you said it. And so there was something that was so pure about the silliness and stupidity, and it just made me laugh because of the absurdity, that it felt like an antidote to everything that's going on right now. So yeah, I wanted to make it.